So I have achieved an awesome goal and I can't wait to share it with you, but we have to finish going through the empties first, and that's because I need them to complete this goal. So let me show you my empties. So this was supposed to be a summer empties, but mid-July I had a really bad kind of week period and I threw out all my empties and I threw out all my samples that I had used. And there was quite a few, so this is like a half summer empties technically. But you know what? We got back on it and I actually have quite a few things to show you. So let's get into this. Starting, I have probably the most fallish product that I have in here, and that is 7 Starbucks Via Instant Pumpkin Spice Latte. So essentially it's just a single packet that you add to water or milk, cold or hot, and yeah, self-explanatory. I remember myself enjoying these a lot more than I'm enjoying them now, which is kind of sad. But we bought them, we got to use them. It's cheaper than buying a single cup of pumpkin spice, but I think a single cup of pumpkin spice would have taught me that I don't like these as much as I used to. So what are you gonna do? Use them up, that's what you're gonna do. I also have an empty bag of cotton rounds. I am trying to reduce the amount of these that I use because I want to be a little bit more environmentally friendly, but I need to figure out an alternative to taking off nail polish aside from peeling it off, which is what I've been doing lately, which is also not very good. We have the Smitten Cupcake bath bombs. These were part of a Luxe Beauty Boutique birthday swag bag. I don't know why I just went like this. These were nice. They were super cute to look at, but they didn't disintegrate like a normal bath bomb. Like, they were very chunky when they disintegrated, so I probably wouldn't purchase these, but they were fun to use and they were super adorable to look at. Also super adorable when it was around, this was the Lush Snow Fairy Bubble Bar. Kind of smells like bubblegum and candy and super cute. It was hot pink and it came with a little bell. So I really did enjoy that. The only thing I find with Lush, that's the second script now, the Lush bubble wands or the bubble bars per se, is that their bubbles don't actually last long. Like, they're nice and frothy when you first get them, and then like 30 seconds later it's like, what bubbles? So fun to use, but not very long lasting. Something I did really enjoy is the Happy Hippo Cotton Candy Scented Epsom salts. I think these are quite overpriced for the amount that you actually get in here. It is like $4 a packet, but it was really nice. So, and it smelled super sweet, and it was like a baby blue color. So they were nice, but definitely an overpriced Epsom salt for sure. Onto some masks. I have the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Hair Treatment Mask. This one is like a two-stepper. You have your treatment here, and then you have, then you have an essential oil infused hair cap. Fun idea. I love how they kind of vamped it up a little bit, that it wasn't just their typical mask with a cap. It's like infused cap. But this made my head itch so bad. This doesn't. This does, so that was unfortunate, but I like that they tried to make it a little bit special. Next we have, oh no, let's say that one to the very end. We have the Miniso We Bare Bears Moisturizing and Glossy Eye Mask. I found no difference with this on my skin, but I did find it kind of fun because it's not your typical like under eye mask. It actually looks like that there, so it's almost like a Zorro mask that you just kind of put on. The only problem is it was definitely made for somebody who has either closer together eyes than I do or just a smaller head in general, because it was like sitting right on the very edge. It was quite uncomfortable to wear, but it was kind of fun because it was different. Speaking of different, the Sephora Pineapple Nose Mask. So typically when I think of nose masks, I think of those Biore strips that dry and then you like rip off your skin with it. This was like saran wrap with serum on it that sat on your nose. So I'm assuming it's supposed to have like pineapple enzymes that go in and eat the dead skin and eat up the dead oil, but I found this did absolutely nothing. It smelled nice, definitely like fake pineapple, not real pineapple, but it was just different. So I would never do it again because it felt like nothing, but at least it was a fun take on it. And I'm not gonna say I liked this sheet mask, but I'm not gonna say I disliked it. This is the Bamboo Moisture and Fresh mask by It's Skin, and it felt okay on my skin. It didn't react on my skin. My skin didn't feel like plump and lush afterwards, but it didn't feel like dried out or tight or like nothing. It did feel slightly refreshed. Not to the point that I would go out and purchase them, but to the point that I feel a little bit more hopeful in my journey for sheet masks. So thank you for restoring my hope, but unfortunately I'm not going to buy again. What else have we got? We have the, oh, this was a bad one, the Origins Clear Improvement Mask. This is their black one that's supposed to help with pores and with breakouts. This actually irritated my skin, swelled up my eyes, broke me out all along my cheeks, and swelled up my lips, so I won't be doing that again. So don't take my review on that, because clearly that product is not for me. One that I don't want to say really did like, we don't have the Drunk Elephant TLC Sakari Baby Facial here in Canada just yet, and I think this is the closest thing I found to it. Now, when I say that, we're not talking dupes, we're just talking the closest thing that I found to it, and that is the Juice Beauty Green Tea Full Strength Peel. This is essentially just a gel that you put on and you can kind of feel it start tingling and kind of what I would assume is like eating away at your dead skin per se. So I did enjoy this. I personally prefer the Drunk Elephant one, but this is definitely more accessible. Oh, I'm going to save that one to the end because that's bittersweet. I have a Sativa moisturizing oil and eczema treatment. What I like about this oil is there's really two types of oils for me. There's either one that sit on your skin and they don't really absorb and they feel uncomfortable, or there's ones like this one where you put it on and it may take like a couple of minutes, but it slowly does start to absorb into your skin. So that's why I like this one, is because it's a one that actually works well with my skin. I also did add some of this to, let's say, like moisturizers and hand lotions that I have that didn't last, and so I added a little bit of this in there to kind of give it a little bit of a lasting power, and it works. So yeah, that was kind of nice. So I definitely would recommend that one, and I probably would use that one again as well. Onto a product that I wouldn't use again is the Perricone MD Exfoliating Pore Refiner. This is essentially an AHA solution that you kind of just rub all over your face, and it helps refine pores. And no, I found that this is not very potent. It's not very active. If you are looking for something like this, my personal recommendation would be the Ren's, oh god, Ready Steady Daily AHA Glow Tonic. I hope that was right. Huge mouthful, but I find that product works a lot better than this. You get a lot more product in that one, and it's definitely more bang for your buck than this one. So wanted to like it, but unfortunately that's just how it goes. Another product I didn't like was the Acne Free Terminator Spot Treatment. The reason I don't like this is that it uses benzoyl peroxide as the active ingredient, and I don't like benzoyl peroxide. I think it's more cons than pros essentially with it, so I don't know why I bought it, but I used it up because I bought it and I just wouldn't do it again. Nothing against the brand, everything to do against benzoyl peroxide. The second or two and third last things, I just have some dry spray deodorant. I did a job for a dry spray company a while ago, so I kind of have like a couple years supply of dry spray deodorant. I'm not the biggest fan of dry spray, but I'm definitely going to use it up. I prefer the Cool Rush scent definitely over the Adventure scent, but neither of these are my favorite. For favorite so far, I prefer the Axe dry spray in the scent Air. To me, it kind of smells like fresh outdoor foresty scents with a little hint of mint, so that one is my favorite so far. But yeah, not a big fan, and I find that they kind of leave like a crystallized feeling underneath your armpits, which I also don't like as well. Okay, bittersweet before we move on to the goal that this helped accomplish. I've officially finished my Sunday Riley Good jeans. For me, that's very painful to say. This was a $135 product, so it's like one of those products that you never want it to end. But I can happily say I've had this in my collection for about 10 months, and so it's active. I used it up while it was potent. It helped with the KP on my arms. It helped when I had cystic acne breakouts. It helped kind of heal them and get rid of that scarring a little bit faster. So definitely bittersweet to see this guy go, but at least I got what I paid for, kind of. I definitely think it's overpriced, but I also definitely think it's a really good product, and it's one of those ones that if I had the means, I would splurge on this, but unfortunately I don't have the means right now, so that's not going to happen, but it's on my list for future. Now, because of all that, let me just get my numbers here really quickly. Okay. Because of all that, I have accomplished 2 goals. So they're not really goals that I made public, but they were goals I'm like, this seems kind of far off. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm just going to set them in the back of my mind and just like cross my fingers. And it is almost October, which means we still have a couple months left in the year, and I have officially used up 101 products. So my goal initially was 100, just because I was like, that seems like a high, far off number, and I'll be down. So we've hit 101 out of 100 products. So that's super exciting. But then my other goal was to use up $1,000 worth of products, because I think it was LS's video that I saw, and it was the rouge it or lose it. So kind of use up $1,000 versus spending $1,000 kind of thing. So I wanted to kind of try that. I know that's not how she structured it. She wanted it to be like less consuming, more using kind of thing, but I just focus primarily just on wanting to use up the $1,000. And we've officially hit $1,256.50. A lot of it I'm gonna thank to this, but that is, I didn't actually think it would happen. So that's actually pretty cool to know that you can actually use up quite a bit of product if you actually put your mind to it. So that's exciting, and I can't wait to see where our numbers total now for the end of the year. And we only have one goal left, and that is to use 365 samples up by December 31st. And right now we're sitting at 184. So not doing the best, but it's still, oh my god, I just literally pulled off my nail polish. Not like you needed to see that, sorry. But yeah, so we still have that goal to work on, but you know what? That's 2 out of 3 goals now, and it's not even October 1st. So yay! I wish I had some like confetti guns or something. Just be like pew pew! Sprinkle some glitter. I don't know. Yeah. So if you made it to this part, thank you for celebrating with me. And I hope you achieve your goals, and yeah, let's crush the end of the year, because who knows how it's gonna end now. So I'll stop rambling. I'm just super excited. But thank you for checking in with me. Thank you for encouraging me, and yeah, probably watching my long rambly ass video. So thanks guys. Love you. Bye.